Well, hello. Welcome to 22. Here we go, man. KBBT, let's go. Man, it's it's a tough day out there, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, man. This is nationwide, man. There's a big, huge cold front that came through across the nation, and I'm looking at some of these tournaments around the nation, and it just doesn't look solid, man. It looks pretty tough out there. So we have some guys who are fishing today on the bracket, and the bracket, it was a pretty interesting bracket. Great draws, great matchups today, man. And we're just going to go ahead and get right to the leaderboard. Let's see what's going on, shall we? I think we shall. Here we go. All right. First to lead off here is Danny Gann versus Joe Costa, and Danny is actually leading Joe. So look at this, man, 61-14. You would think this is a complete mismatch, but with Danny being in Florida and Joe being in Virginia, I mean, look, you can just see both guys are struggling. 4 fish to 1 fish, and it looks like just an absolute struggle out there. Perry Shaw, he is at 28 inches. He is unopposed there with James Ridenour, and Perry leads 28-0. And then a good matchup here, pretty good matchup, is Anthony Martinez versus Matt Vaught. Matt actually has a pretty good, real solid fish on the board. Look at this one, 21.5 inches there, and solid fish for him. Look at this thing here. Good gracious. That's the way to start your 2022 season with KBBT. It's really, really good stuff. So great fish there, Matt. And Levis Cassidy with a 19. He's unopposed against Matt Kasparek. Matt, I'm not sure if he's got 0 inches or not. He may be sandbagging a little bit, not putting anything on the board. And let's see here. We've got, look at this, guys. This is the bag of the day. And it's a relatively unknown angler. Wilton Rogerson. I believe he's from North Carolina. This is the bag of the day, y'all. 91 inches. Look at these. Look at this bag he's got. 20.5, 18s, couple 17s. Solid. Anything over 90 inches today. I don't care who you are. That is awesome. Taking on Stephen Quillen from Louisiana. 14.5 inches. Just an absolute dominating performance by Wilton Rogerson, his KBBT debut. Do we have another star? An unknown guy making his name and coming through like a buzzsaw. But well done, Mr. Wilton Rogerson. And then we got a tight matchup, guys. Dwayne Dwyer, 36 inches to Scott Robertson's 13.75. Dwayne out of Florida and Scott out of Texas. So we have a Florida-Texas matchup there. And again, it's you can see, guys, it's a struggle bus right now. I mean, besides Wilton and Matt, guys, it's a struggle, no doubt. Let's get some of these guys on us with this now and talk to some of them and hear their stories, and we'll see what's going on. And I got my co-star, Jimbo. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing today?
2022, my brother. What's going on?
I know, right? I had to log on. I wanted to see what was up, see how everyone's doing. Sounds like they're doing pretty well.
Well, Jim, actually, it's a struggle, man. I mean, these guys are really, really struggling. Let's I'm gonna try to get some of these guys on right now. I'm gonna get Matt Vaught on right now, man. Matt, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Greg.
What's going on, man? Listen, dude, not a bad bag considering what you've got going on, man. The Bluebird skies look a little cool. I see you're zipped up and jacketed, man. Talk about what's going on, man.
Well, let me glance through the water, see if you can see this chocolate milk that showed up on my hole today.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
That's all been clear water I've been catching them in over here the last few weeks.
At least you got some
we had that nasty cold front come through, man, with all that rain.
Yeah, it's got my area totally messed up. The area that I've been catching them on, I didn't get a bite on. I had to move areas, go up a little shallower, find some cleaner water. Caught a few fish. I just moved back out here. It's not near as windy, so I could do the show here. But I don't think there's any fish out here in this mud.
Yeah. So what? You don't have to say the type of baits or whatever, but I mean, what was your technique that you were using for that big 21 earlier, man?
Now, give me just a second here. I'm not scared to show my baits.
Okay, I love it, man. Love this.
Yeah,
Educate the masses.
I have never thrown this color before today.
Whoa.
But
Speed
I've
worm
got all my big
orange.
fish on today.
Yeah,
Wow.
nice tricky one.
Now, they normally like the speed worm here, but it's usually a green pumpkin. But I think because it's so cold and they're so close to the spawn, anything red is the key, whether it's the chatterbait, the rattle trap, or the speed worm. Yeah. If you're not throwing red, you're not getting the bites.
So you threw the traffic cone speed worm and it worked.
Yep.
It's awesome, dude.
First time I've ever thrown it in my life, but I knew it would work because the chatterbait and the traps have been working so good in red. There's no reason they wouldn't bite the speed worm.
Right on, man. I mean, it's a great adjustment for you, man. Absolutely. I mean, how are these fish? Are these fish staging up for you, man, or are they pre-spawn, or what's your?
I've been catching
pattern?
them staging up in pre-spawn holes leading up to this weekend, but they clearly all moved up shallow. I don't know if it was the warm weather we had this past week, or if this mud moving in off the main river has pushed them into the shallows. But either way, they've left these deeper holes and they're all up super shallow. They don't want to bite in this cold weather we're having, but they're still up there.
Gotcha. Curtis Yakovlevich is rooting you guys on, man. And man, as I said, Caleb says, "Howdy, where are all the fish at?" We're trying to find them, man. We're trying to see what's going on. But man, if you guys can see the conditions, clearly you can see what they're fighting: the cold, muddy water and bluebird skies. That is not a formula for great bags. It's just not.
No,
right, Jim?
It's not. It's definitely not. And conventional wisdom would suggest that if you have this kind of weather and the water temperatures are still in the 40s, what did you say they were, Matt? What's the water temperature at right now?
Matt, what kind of water temps you got, bud?
My transducer is not functioning currently, so
stick your finger in the water. Would you give it a?
I'd say probably.
Stick your finger in the water. Would you give it a 40?
I'm going to say it's 55 to 60 though.
Okay,
really?
That's actually warmer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, me too, for sure. Yeah, conventional wisdom, you would think that they that because of the cold snaps that we've had, all these fronts that have pushed along the East Coast as well, from top to bottom, all up and down. You see these bass moving into the shallows, or at least in at that 5 or 6 foot and less mark. In fact, my brother threw it was a Berkeley Stunner, and it was the Super Gold edition. So that's what your speed worm looks like. It makes me think of that. And he got a 5-pounder on that, and it was in the exact kind of conditions you had, minus the bluebird skies. So yeah, maybe there is a trend that's starting to shift to these bright colors.
Hey, Jim, they're saying that you have an echo problem. I'm not sure what's going on.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll log out and then I'll log back in.
It may be your mic is not hooked up fully. Not sure. Tap on the mic real quick. No, it's picking up. It's picking up through your computer. Oh, you muted your mic. Okay. All right. He'll work all that out, and we'll get that worked out. All right. Let's see who we got. Levis Casty. Let's get to you, man. You've got one fish on the board, man. I'm sure that's not what you expected by now, man. But talk about what's going on, dude.
Yeah. So the lake country that I haven't been to in a long time. A lot of East Texas. Like Fork is low. I thought about pushed up for sporadic runs, the water temps up and down drastically. So I went to a lake that would be, in my opinion, more natural, less effective. And I tell you, I haven't seen more than 6 foot of water today, which was a bad choice. Water temp's been between 46 and 51. I think 51 is the warmest I'd come across.
Wow, man. That's cold for Texas, dude.
Yeah. It was pretty chilly this morning. I think it was 27 when I got out the truck. And
my goodness.
As you can see, there's not a cloud. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It got windy there for a little bit. It wasn't supposed to be windy at all, but it's starting to calm down.
Right.
Yes.
Right on.
18 that I got it. I think that was just a big time reaction bite, black and blue chatterbait. It's like 7 o'clock this morning, and got her probably 4 foot of water.
Gotcha.
when I
Do you guys have grass up yet? I mean, is there pretty good grass presence?
on this lake, no, it's apparently it looks like it's about down 2 foot, so most of the grass is, and there is some that's it's not alive. I mean, it's there, but it's doesn't look like it's holding any.
Yeah, gotcha. I mean, yeah. I mean, look, you see, I'm looking at what's going on at Palestine, Levis, and it doesn't look any better, man. I mean, I think the guy leading it has like 74, 75 inches. They're not exactly crushing it on Palestine, so it just seems like it's a Texas thing, and you just got to grind through it, man. Hopefully, you get like a last minute afternoon bite and see what happens, man. I mean, you are in the lead. Matt Kasparek does not have a fish on the board, but knowing what's going on and you know, I mean, Florida, you know, it's a little bit different story. It's in the 80s.
Oh,
You know, I'm sure you're going to have to light that board up here late.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, you got until 4:30, man. So looking forward to it. Speaking of Florida, we've got Danny Gann with us. Danny, what is going on, man? You got at least you have some clouds with you, bro.
Yeah, at least you got some overcast.
Yeah, man. We'll talk about it, man. Slow day for you as well, man. 61 inches is what I show you at. I was actually, I apologize, 80 inches. Just updated.
I just got a 19.
Well, there you go.
I moved lakes because the lake that I wanted to started off in, the fish had moved. Sherman had 103 there last week.
Yeah.
But they've moved off that spot. So.
Right. Well, you can thank Sherman for blowing out your spot.
Nah.
and I do know which spot you're talking about.
Yeah, I had first fish of the day, man. It was a monster. I don't know what it was, but it dang sure blew the frog up like a bass, and I mean it just turned the kayak and it come right out.
Oh man.
Wow. It was a huge blow up. It was a huge fish, no matter what. It could have been a big mudfish, I guess, or a good gar. I don't know. Yeah. I hit him hard, but not good enough.
Right. Well, it looks like Joe's struggling too, man. But I mean, are you concerned about tomorrow? Because you're gonna have to go back to back, man.
No, I gotta just bite the bullet and go find another place to go fish.
Yeah. Sometimes it might work out in your favor, man. You know,
because I got a place to go, but I just haven't. I got a place where it's pretty consistent for mid 80s, 90 inches, but that's not what I'm looking for.
No. Yeah, we're looking for big bags, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm impressed with this new guy, Wilton Roderson, on the board, man. Again, he's coming up with 91 inches, man. He's the whooping on Steve Quillen. I didn't see that coming, man. I didn't see 91 inches. Again, I'm not sure exactly where he's fishing, but I do know he's from North Carolina. But man, what a freaking bag!
It just I looked at the leaderboard at lunch here, and it looked like everybody's struggling.
Yeah, that was a wicked cold front that came through, man. Like the Northeast got one of getting 70 mile an hour winds. I think it's even going on like 40 or 50 mile an hour winds today. And then here, I mean, it's supposed to be 42 as a high with winds out of the northeast blowing, 15 to 20. So it's gonna be miserable. These wicked cold fronts, man, just absolutely shut these fish down.
And it's about 85 here, and I'm starting to sweat.
I would tell you where to go, man, but I'm gonna keep it clean here. This is a family show.
You want me to go someplace pretty hot, right?
Hotter than where you're at now.
I got it. Say no more. I understand.
I got you, man. I got you. So, I mean, have you been sticking with topwater all day, man? You just been popping the frog all day, or you kind of messing around?
A little bit of both. I got a Texas rig on. I threw a square bill earlier today. I had a spinner bait tied on. I could see a bunch of beds in the lake. There's beds in here too. I just caught that 19 off of what looked like a couple of beds, but I'm not seeing fish on the beds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I got you.
They might be staging outside the beds or.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting when I was at Fellsmere. It looked like most of the wave of the fish were already off their beds, man. They look like they already spawned out.
Yeah, this year, I mean, the way the weather's been, it's just, I don't know how the fish just seem to be confused.
Right. Right on.
Brian Thomason, can you hear me, buddy?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Greg?
Yeah, I sure can, man. Brian, tell me what's going on, man.
It is not what it was supposed to be, Greg. It's our usual setups. Like Danny was saying, with that front that moved in, fish have moved up, and we're just kind of running and gunning. There's no real strong pattern to them. Lucky enough to get some decent fish, but nothing major yet. But still time.
Right. Well, I mean, as you know, your opponent is going to be fishing tomorrow, and if it's any, I mean, I'm going to be fishing the same conditions. He's from Virginia. I'm from Virginia, and I'm going to tell you straight up, man. I mean, the conditions we have are just a joke, and I don't want to say how much fish you have. I turned your leaderboard off, so I really want to, make sure that that's protected. But it seems like the overall, I think this whole weekend is going to be tough. Hopefully things change tomorrow. I don't know, but it seems like this whole weekend's kind of a blowout.
Yeah, it's been a struggle here. I mean, it's conditions. Looking at it this morning, look like they're going to be perfect. Overcast, a little bit of wind, and but then cooler than expected, and they push up in the shallows, and just no real pattern. So it's been a run and gun, and our typical top water setups.
Well, you already have fans. Monique Thomason says crushing it on hashtag FFB. She's watching here. So
yeah, that's Mama. She gave me permission today. Thank you, baby.
You got to keep Mama happy. There's no
right.
doubt. No doubt, man. Well, I mean, listen, how's it feel to be back on the water in competition?
Oh, I'm loving it. I mean, it's I've been waiting. I was kind of worried. I've been up in Kentucky, working on the tornado recovery from back in December, and was just excited to get back and rush to get ready, but jumped in head first. But I mean, it feels good. Been waiting on it. Great to see all the guys again. Great to see you on air and Blake and everybody. And
yeah, man,
just ready to pick up that momentum from last year. Looking forward to a great season.
Yeah, I mean, you had a great end of the season, man. Going into the brackets, you had a real good run. I think it was last October. And again, we're looking to see what happens. The national championship's going to get ready to get started here come April time, and man, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. We got a lot of fishing going on this year, man. It's going to be fun, no doubt.
Absolutely, looking forward to it, Greg. Man, appreciate what you do.
Have you heard about Kasparek? Is he near you or around you?
Yeah, I've talked to him a couple times. Same situation. He, not where we expect him to be, and it's a grind. Embrace the grind.
Yep, for sure, man. It's I don't know, man. It's pretty amazing. Again, I mean, it's they should be down there in Texas and Florida. They should be down there absolutely just getting, feeding up or, at post spawn or pre spawn. They come in waves, and it's just not happening. In the last couple of weeks, man, it's just not happening.
I can echo what Danny said. You see the beds, but they're not there, and out away from them, and you just got a gun for them. And most of it for us today has been reaction bites. Again, can't get into a real pattern. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I've always heard, Doug Wilson had told me this. I think this is just such wise advice. There's really three types of bites that a bass is going to have. Number one is a reaction bite. Number two is going to be a defensive bite, and number three is going to be actually a hunger bite, right? And so if you can hit those bass on any of those three type of reactions, or those three bites, man, you got it going on. And sometimes they just don't do any of the three. It's just so frustrating, Oh, Danny almost had one on.
That fish comes straight up off the bottom and blew it up. Just didn't need it.
Oh man, I want to see some fish, man. I want to see some fish. Hey, if anybody catches a fish, just holler at me, man. I'll get you right on. Just say fish on. But let's get a little wide screen going here. That way everybody can see what's going on. Matt Vaught throwing the old orange speed worm, man. That's to get to 21. That's something that's unexpected. But he's got that chocolate milk water going, man. You got to get something out there that's got a little bit of flash. What you got? Is that the fire crawl jackhammer?
That's the fire crawl jackhammer. That's catching a few too.
Yes, sir. Guys, if you don't know Matt Vaught, you better know Matt Vaught, man. This guy is a stud. He's a part of the Southern Slayers team. Him and his team partner, Dwayne Dwyer's in this tournament. These guys are absolute just killer fishermen out of the state of Florida. And again, I think they're underrated. They had a great national championship appearance. Went down to Kissimmee, did pretty well down at Kissimmee as well. And I mean, these guys are on the national stage, do very, very well, man. I would not want to face these guys whatsoever in this bracket. And I might be facing, depending on what Scott does, I might be facing Dwayne tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Ryan O'Neill says, Conrad wearing his penny loafers. Conrad is actually fishing tomorrow. He's not fishing today. He's going to be fishing tomorrow head-to-head against Keith Lamberth. So Blake Power, how's it going, guys? It is going slow. Let me go ahead and show the leaderboard once again. Everybody's joining us. Danny Gann with 80 inches. Just cracked the 80-inch mark, guys. It has been super, super tough today. Joe Costa to 14. Perry Shaw, unopposed. Against Matt Kasparek. I'm sorry, against James Ridnour. 28-0. Anthony Martinez, and a new guy to KBBT. He's 20 inches behind Matt Vaught, who has a good kicker at 21.5. And then Matt Kasparek just took the lead now, 43.25 inches over Levis Casti with 19 inches. Matt just posted some fish on the board. There you go. Levis, you got your work cut out for you, man. Oh, who's got it? Oh, Danny?
Yeah, I need a big one. He wrapped me up.
It's a fish, though. It's a fish.
Yeah, it's that little one that come up, tried to hit that. There's a pretty big bed right there, so maybe it's a little buck male.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
He might be an inch or two upgrade, but
upgrades are good.
I just dipped that right in that big bed right there, and he thudded it.
Got to be a male fanning the bed or protecting the bed for sure.
I'm going to throw him about as far as I can over my shoulder and then drip back in a minute.
Todd says, drove by Lake Darebone in Louisiana and it looked nice. Well, it wasn't nice to the MLF guys, man. They got their butts kicked there. They were fishing 43-degree muddy water, nasty conditions, and a lot of the big guys actually did terrible there.
What's my smallest fish, Greg, if I can ask?
I can absolutely tell you. Let me see here. You're at 12.75 is your smallest. You're gonna beat that for sure.
Oh yeah. All right. I will be back.
What's your measurement there, bud?
14.5.
Okay, that's about a 2-inch upgrade for Danny, so he'll be around 82 inches for sure. We'll let Danny go, and he'll come right back when he's ready. All right, Levis, man. Like I said, the board's open, and Matt has 43.25, man. That's not out of the question, man. I mean, I thought, actually, to be honest with you, I thought he was going to have a little bit better day than that. He could be just throwing a little bit of fish on the board, just kind of messing with your head. But I think that's probably what he has.
Yeah, probably so. I'm messing with my own head. He didn't do that.
No, I hear you, man.
We'll see.
That's what's so frustrating. It's what's so frustrating, but what's so cool about this format, man? You only have to beat one guy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is it. I've never done anything like this before.
Yeah. It's the old March Madness style, man. It gets intense. It can get a lot.
That's what's awesome about it.
Intense. It is. Yep. And what's great about it, man, you go against different people from all over the country that fish different ways, different styles, and see if your style holds up, man. You know. Levis Amanda says, keep it up, Levis. Go find big girls. Hey, by the way, if you guys are watching, you guys are the first KBBTers ever to be live broadcasted on Amazon and Roku. If you have a Roku channel, go to Motion Sports Network, go to live streaming, and you're going to see these guys fishing live on the network. on Roku and Amazon. How about that?
That's
On
awesome.
the big screen. It is. It is awesome. And if you go to the Motion Sports app, I believe it's on the Motion Sports app as well. Let me check that out. I think we're all systems go on the app as well. Well, there you go. I believe it's on the Motion. It is. Man, you guys are covered. You guys are superstars, man. Who ever think that you'd be fishing in a kayak on network TV?
And try to upgrade 14-inch fish. Come on.
That's the struggle bus, man. That's the struggle bus.
That's the theme of the day.
Yes, it is. I'll have my struggle tomorrow, man. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I miss this. I miss seeing you guys. I miss covering you guys. So much fun. Monique says my husband's a hashtag. All right.
When we made this, I wanted to do a name for myself and do the best I could on any given day.
Hey, I love how you.
And,
I love how you just took. I love how you just took that
Blake
hashtag
Brand,
FFB and just ran with it.
Line will be available soon.
Guys, I'm going to update you guys what's going on. Levis, this is going to be down your alley, man. I'm going to update you guys what's going on at Palestine. Brandon McKibben is leading with 88.5 inches. And let me see where our boy Blake Knight is. Blake fell to 13th with 53.25 inches. But now we have a situation here. Remember, Blake and Cliff Allen had a bet, and the bet was going to be the loser would either have to stay at an intersection with a sign and says honk if I suck at fishing, or they would have to go fishing together on a body of water of their choosing, and the loser will have to wear pink panties and fish with a Barbie pole and then film it, try to catch a bass with that situation. So right now, Blake is 13th with 53.25 inches, and Clifton is 15th, right behind him with 49 inches. One more bass between the two of them that could determine the outcome of absolute embarrassment. Scott Robertson says 56-degree water and no bite. Wow. That is crazy to me, Scott. I don't know. That's frustrating. Danny, did I see you have another bite there, man?
Not yet.
Okay, it looked like you were like you probably maybe retiring or something. I thought you had something on. I don't know, guys. I'm telling you straight up. I had an opportunity to fish with Danny, basically where he's fishing today, and got to see this guy catch over 100 inches in basically 10 casts. I mean, it's unbelievable. The guy works a frog like none other.
That was a good afternoon.
That was incredible. And you fished behind two people, which I'll never explain. I guess we just got the juices flowing for you. Curtis says, Dwayne, I'm pretty sure he'll get you tomorrow. Dwayne for the win. Sorry about the weather. Hey, Curtis, man, that's part of it, buddy. You know, I'm a competitor, man. I'm gonna try to go out there and just do whatever I can, man. No excuses, man. Got to make it happen. I might have to throw an orange speed worm. Getting in a red crawl firecracker jackhammer. Gonna have to do that. Danny, you care to share your technique and the frog that you throw and the setup you've got, man?
What was that?
You care to share the frog and technique and the setup that you have to throw?
Oh, I got like a 7.2 heavy bull bait rod. I've got a 10.51 Cascade Speed Demon Elite reel.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 10.1?
10.5 to 1, yeah.
10.5 to 1. That's incredible.
Yeah, and even then, I still like that big fish today that blew up because I wasn't ready, so I couldn't play catch up even with that big fast reel. I didn't get a good hook set.
Okay, so what's your thought process behind a reel like that fast?
Because when they blow it up, I want a lot of times they're coming directly at you, so you got you don't want to be reeling, all of a sudden they're at the boat. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I got you.
That's what,
especially if you're fishing off the bank.
Just a high speed reel, so that pretty much I don't have to play catch up. I can reel down fast and set it to them.
Would you recommend a reel like that? I mean, I usually use an 8.1 or 8.2 for flipping, but a 10.1. I mean, you want to flip with a high speed reel like that too, because you want to get a good hook set quick. But I mean, a 10-1, man, that's rocking that speed, man.
Yeah, I was using their I got a 9.3 to 1 that I was using for a long time. And then I just went ahead and upgraded and paid a little more money for the 10.5 to 1. So
I got you. Scott Robertson says he just had one break off. Wow. Scott just had one break off. That's terrible. All right, FFB, we're back with you, man. We want to see a fish being caught, man.
Me too, buddy. Working on it.
I hear you, man. So, what are you doing right now, man? Let's see what you got going. What are you throwing?
It's got a little popper, a little glass minnow. Had a lot of luck with it here.
I got you. Right on.
Anything right now?
Yeah, for sure. At least you guys have a little bit of cloud
Greg,
cover,
I got to
man.
save some battery, buddy. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. We'll take you later, man. Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right. That's Florida fanboy, Brian Thomason. We're back here now with Levis. Bluebird skies, cold water. As you can see, Texas is not lighting it up. And it's going to be tough, man. I'm hoping, Levis, you got about 3 hours, buddy.
Yeah, 3 hours. A lot can happen in 3 hours.
Oh, 100%, man. They can turn on so quick, especially you're not far behind. I mean, again, I don't know what Matt truly has. That could be the case. But, with that being said, if he's got 43.25 inches, man, at least it gives you hope.
Yeah, I've got hope.
It's survive and advance, man. It's just like the NCAA, buddy. It's just survive and advance.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that happens.
Right on.
Oh,
by the way, I want to say something. I want to say something with you guys. You guys, all of you who are fishing today, have done such a great job with your photos, and the way you guys have, basically hands-off photos. So easy to judge that way, guys. I mean, you guys got the concept so down pat. It was great. I know it's a tough thing for some of you guys to do. Especially, these fish flopping around and everything, but you guys look like you're handling your fish very, very well, and makes things so much easier. So just want to say thank you on behalf of this side. Everything looks great, man. Good job.
Yeah.
Levis, what did you do to catch that 19 this morning, man?
Yeah, 19 on that black and blue jackhammer we're talking about.
Okay.
Actually got in a boat. Water was about 5 foot deep. It cuts through this real shallow area that I'm in, and
Yep.
it was a straight up reaction. I mean, she hit it as soon as the water. That
Right on.
fish, there was no fighting that fish. It was just dead weight. Got her in the
What?
boat. She didn't move at all. It felt like she was frozen.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
The water at the time, I believe, was about 44, 45. Had a hard time getting her mouth closed because it was like it was frozen open. So that hands-off picture that you see was it's that.
Yeah, it worked fine, man. And like you said, I mean, the jaw looks like it was definitely pried shut. But, hey, it's closed. It's closed for sure. But yeah, man. I mean, I hope it picks up for you guys, man. I hate seeing it like this, the board. But again, it's just a matter of surviving, man. You got to survive to the next day or next week, man. That's just the process, and you never know. You could put up 100 tomorrow. You just don't know. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
It's crazy. Levis, did you ever get your Bass Pro Shop gift card? He was the winner of the Motion Sports giveaway.
You know what, Greg? That 19-inch fish was caught by a black and blue Bass Pro Shop gift card purchase.
Jackhammer.
So,
there you go, man. There you go. We're glad we can help.
Yeah. You contributed. That's great. I appreciate that.
Right on, man. Well, we have another angler trying to come on, and it is Mr. Dwayne Dwyer. What's going on? And Matt Vaught. Dwayne, what's going on, buddy? I see that, man. I do. I see that, man. I feel you. It looks like Dwayne, man. It looks like a struggle out there, bud. Yeah, for sure, man. We're losing you, man. Let's I'll try to get him back on once we get a little bit better service. Let's see here. Yeah, he's got Dwayne, can you hear me? He sounds like Darth Vader right now. We'll get back to Danny. All right. Dwayne, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, that's much better, man. Hey, welcome to technology, man. What's going on?
It's going pretty good.
So yeah, man, dude, what a struggle today, huh?
Yeah, I know. I've only gotten 2 bites.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you landed both of them, man, but I don't know, dude. I mean, it's tight, dude. It's surviving advanced. Your opponent, man, it's not doing too well either, man. It's just tough. I mean, you guys are Scott Robertson has a 13.75 on the board. He said he just broke off a big one. Man, I mean, it's just that kind of day for both of you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, bluebird skies. But your partner, man. I mean, it looks like you showed us the water conditions, man. He's got 5 on the board. Caught a real nice one this morning.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well.
Well, you caught a nice one too. You beat him like 21 3/4. Is that right?
Yeah, it was a pretty good one.
Are you gonna give up the juice?
Keep that going.
You gonna give up the juice to tell everybody what you caught that on? Or you're gonna keep it to yourself?
Oh, I caught that on a waitlist.
Okay. Very good. Well, man, dude, you've got are you're Central Time, right? Where you're at?
I believe so.
Well, you either have 2 hours basically, or I'm sorry, an hour 45 minutes, or you have 2 hours and 45 minutes, man. So
Yeah,
I don't know where you're at.
Yeah, it's like 2:40 here, something like that. 2:45.
Okay, well then you have it. Yeah, you have an hour and 45 minutes, man, to get your fish on the board, man. Again, I wouldn't sleep at all. I'd grind the best you can, man. Make sure it happens. Oh, yeah. And who knows, man?
On the board.
Yeah, who knows, man? I might be facing you tomorrow, dude. Same conditions.
Oh, man, so, I don't know about this.
I'll keep the trash talking aside until I win. Then I'm gonna lay it all over you.
All right.
Good stuff. Let's watch you fish a little bit, man. Put that camera down. Let's watch you fish.
We want to look at where I'm fishing or watch where I'm fishing. I don't really have anything to hold my
Oh, you don't have
phone.
anything to hold? Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming in, man. And
Okay.
come. We're still on the air. Come back on, man. Let's see
Oh,
if you get a fish.
I'll come on there my next 20.
All right. Yeah, that works. Show the beat.
All right.
All right, man. Thanks, dude.
Thanks.
It's Dwayne Dwyer, y'all, from he's Matt Vaught's teammate on the Southern Slayers, first ever KBBT tournament. I think. No, I don't think so. Maybe, I think he's fished one KBBT tournament before, but good dude, man. Those guys are awesome guys, for sure. All right, let me get the big screen on Dan again.
And they're dangerous. They're dangerous
They're
anglers,
dangerous. Dangerous, yes. Solid anglers for sure.
Definitely don't want to sleep on them. So
No, exactly. Levis, I'm going to ask you a question, man. What are you thinking? What's going through your head right now, man? Again, you're only down really 2 fish, dude, and not 2 big fish. Are you kind of like, let's cover water, or are you just trying to slow down and just pick things apart?
I'm trying to slow down because I don't have a motor yet. On this kayak's pretty new. I haven't put one on. So I'm kind of limited. It would take me a good hour to leave this shallow area.
I got you.
And I'm just trying to pick it apart and slow it down a little bit. I've switched back to the jackhammer for more of a reaction because the water temp has come up drastically from when I first got on. The same area was like 47. It's climbing up to almost 53 now. So
okay,
that
might turn them on, man. That might turn them on for sure.
Yeah, I'm hoping
for sure. I'm just looking through Jason O'Brien's third right now. Jason's such a good dude. He's got 75 inches over at Lake Palestine. I'm looking through, see if there's any updates. Blake's still in 13th, and People's Champ is at 15th. Let's see. What was that, Levis?
Palestine can be a tough lake, man. I live on Lake Palestine. I considered jumping in on that, but boy, this time of year, it could be on fire one day and nothing but catfish the next. It's crazy.
Well, there's 97 anglers, man, and oh my gosh, 45 have caught. So half the field is skunked. More than half the field is skunked. And only 25 people have caught more than one fish.
Goodness.
So a quarter of the field has caught more than one fish. That is tough.
Yeah. That's
wow. Yeah, that's no good. All right, let's go through another leaderboard rundown, y'all. Let's see what's going on here. Let's move up here. All right, there we go. Dan again, 81.5. That was with his last upgrade. He was at 80, so he had an 1.5 inch upgrade over Joe Costas, 14. Perry Saul, 28 inches to James Rednauer's 0. Matt Vaught, he is at 86.5. Anthony Martinez, 68.5. Both gentlemen, I think, have their limits. Let me see if Anthony has his. Yes, very small limit he has. Matt Kasparek, 43.25 to Levis's 19. Wilton Roderson with the bag of the day, 91 inches, man. Today on the East Coast, guys, that is super impressive. 91 inches to Steve Quillen's 14.5. And Dwayne, as you heard, 2 bites today, all day. Scott Robertson with 1. Again, Dwayne does have a pretty good, decent kicker there at 21.75. But Scott needs 2 fish, and he needs them quick. And Dwayne, hopefully Dwayne doesn't catch anything at the end of the day. So anyway, these things are just going to be popping through the leaderboard. Joe Costa just caught a fish at now he's at 30.25. Still has some room to upgrade. He's got a lot going on. He caught a 16.25. Pretty decent sized fish. So he's picking up the lead, man. But time is ticking. That's one thing about sports. It's all about It's all about the score and time, you know? So the clock is your enemy right now if you're behind. Guys, we're going to be doing a recap show tonight as well. We're going to be doing that here probably around 7:30 p.m. We'll let everybody know when the recap show is and go over the scores and get some of these anglers on, talk about their day, and then preview tomorrow. So, yeah, be cool. Joe Costa just wrote me a message. Hey, brother, the wind is so nuts right now. To hop on, can't make it. I understand. Believe you me, I understand. It is nasty out there. Yeah, it's blowing hard. All right. I'm going to watch these two just sit here and see if we can stick one before we get off air. Those who are just joining us, man, these anglers are fishing pretty tough conditions. As I said, that cold front came through pretty strong, real strong cold front. Messed up some water. Matt was telling us it messed up his water, real chocolate milk area. It was real clear when he pre-practiced, and now it's just nasty. So cold, dark water is never a good thing for fishing, ever. So, I mean, you can see it by these scores. It's just not good. That cold front really did some damage to these fish. Looks like Levis is trying to get to another spot here real quick.
A lot of these lakes at Tenorock, the water levels are way low.
Oh, really?
Not paying attention.
So, Danny, talk about that, man. What adjustments do you have to make when the water level is low like that on these lakes, man?
The habitat now, having, some water and bank. Now they've only got 10 feet. So the ones I've been getting today, they've been tight to the bank, dude. I mean, tight. The ones that have hit the frog, they've been, a couple of them, I threw it right on top of the bank. And I mean, the fish just caught it like a wide receiver.
Wow. So your technique's pretty unusual, man. I mean, your technique is, I would say, ballsy. I mean, you throw in places that no man would ever throw into, man.
I think that last one might have been a gar.
Right on.
Yeah, so they're still pushed up tight. They're just not, you don't have that big of a strike zone now is what it is.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and then you have to be ready, man. I mean, that's the thing, like as soon as that frog hits the water, man, you gotta act fast, man. You can't be, getting that routine. We all get like, angler's fatigue or whatever. We it's just you cast the line, you're getting this like funk. And then before you know it, you've got one on and you're not ready for it. And then you lose it, man. I hate that, dude.
Yeah. I had one earlier today and it was a bed there. So I think she was on the bed, but I come back about an hour later and I think I caught the same fish. He actually hit it again.
Oh, wow.
But again, as soon as that frog hit the water, he was on it. And I actually let him run out to the front of the kayak because I didn't realize he'd got it. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I do. And
It's
exactly what you're saying.
like fishing a worm. I let him come out here and, bow the rod before I set it to him.
There you go.
And I've had a couple that have held on to it pretty long.
Danny, what's your favorite technique for bed fishing, man? Is it the frog? Is it top water?
Yeah, I just like throwing the frog. So I throw that. If you can see them, you can see the fish on the beds, and I'll drop a Texas rig on them, or a craw, a Texas rig with a craw or something like that.
Right on.
Something to try to aggravate them, put it in the bed and wiggle it around, make them pick it up, move it out.
Yep.
Usually wind up getting aggravated because I'll pick it up by the tail, pull it out of the bed, drop it, never get a hold of the hook.
Yeah, they usually do that. And they're very smart that way. It's crazy.
Yep. That's what Sherman was saying last week, is that one of the guys that was fishing in the KF, the guy that won it, he was just kind of plinking these big bass on the head till they get so mad they'd finally eat it.
Yeah, that was Sean, right?
Sean, I think it was Sean.
Yep.
He had like 107.5.
That was crazy. 107.5 inches won the tournament. I mean, come on. And then Sherman had 103 and lost. I mean, that hurts.
Yeah, I went to one of my little lakes, and it'd been good the week before, but that warm weather just messed everything up, and I struggled all day.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. You just shake your head sometimes, man. You wonder why, like, what changed, from that couple days, and it was so fire, and the next thing you know, it shuts down.
Well, that lake's the smallest little lake out here. It's like 17 acres.
Oh, wow.
The weather really affects it bad. Where it might not affect the bigger lakes.
Right.
And I just haven't, my whole year so far has been, I haven't fished clean. I don't know what's causing it,
Sometimes it just happens, man. I was looking at Scott Martin. I was looking at some of these pros, and the same thing, man. They were missing fish, wasn't fishing clean. It's unexplainable. Like, I was watching a video of Jordan Lee, and Jordan Lee was fishing a couple other different places, and he says, last year is kind of like the end of his year. He says, man, his whole year was like that. Same equipment, same setup, same everything, and he just misses a hook into a fish, the fish falls off. I mean, stuff like that, man. It's just unexplainable sometimes.
Just the way it is sometimes. You just got to look at it like, not dwell on it.
Yeah.
I hate missing that big fish, but that's already gone, man. Just you got to let it go.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna get that fish back anytime soon. Oh, Levis, we have one on, man. What do we got?
We got the wrong species, Greg.
Uh-oh.
We got dinner.
Oh, there you go. Non-scoreable bass.
Man.
Well, at least something's biting, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It gets your hopes up a little bit.
Yeah. Nice size to it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, guys, we're coming up on top of the hour. It is 3 o'clock. I'm going to let you guys do your thing, man. Finish your days out strong. And, we're going to let these guys focus on what's going on. And, we'll come back here later tonight, kind of have a recap. We're going to keep these leaderboards open all the way through, come back and give you the updates. We did shut down at least a leaderboard because the guy's fishing tomorrow. And then we have a Saturday matchup that is it is Keith Lambert versus Conrad Benetti tomorrow. Conrad has agreed to fish him head to head on the same day. So he's not fishing today. He's fishing tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow, man. Tune in tomorrow. You got to check out the guys that are fishing. The winners today will move on till tomorrow. And you have anglers such as Daniel Glenny, Caleb Helbig, Conrad Benetti, Keith Lambert are fishing tomorrow. myself and the winners are going to be fishing. Rob Richards could be fishing tomorrow as well. So it's going to be fun, man. We'll see what happens. And we'll have a little captain's meeting again tonight with a new ID code for everybody fishing tomorrow. So it could be fun, guys. Guys, stay safe out there. Thanks for jumping on with us, man. I really appreciate it, guys. And
Yes,
I enjoyed it, man. Y'all do your thing.
Thanks, Greg.
See you guys. Take
Thanks.
care.
See you.
Bye-bye.